Welcome students, learning is fun with Learn Easy Swayam. In the very same video, we are going to take a tour, and this tour is a very special tour because of the corona calamity, we are unable to move anywhere, but we have to study. As a 10th standard student, our parents are insisting us to study hard. खरं आहे ना, आपल्या सगळ्यांचे पालक मागे लागलेत, अरे तू 10वीत आहेस, कोरोना असला म्हणून काय झालं, अभ्यास तर केलाच पाहिजे. आणि त्यात मग इंग्रजीसारखा विषय शिक्षक समोर नसताना शिकणं खूप अवघड होऊन बसेल. मग म्हणूनच आजचा हा एक वेगळा व्हिडिओ मी तुमच्यासमोर आणते आहे, ज्याच्यामध्ये तुम्हाला साधारण माय इंग्लिश कोर्स बुक या 10वीच्या इंग्रजीच्या लोअर लेवलच्या पुस्तकातल्या सगळ्या धड्यांचा एक धावता आढावा आपण घेणार आहोत. आणि कोणकोणते धडे आहेत, कोणत्या कविता आहेत, हे अगदी 3 ते 4 मिनिटात पाहणार आहोत. त्यामुळे काय होईल तर तुम्हाला या पुस्तकाविषयी कुतूहल वाटायला लागेल, आणि त्या कुतूहलामुळे आणि या इतक्या सुंदर आशयामुळे तुम्ही तुमच्या इंग्रजीला नक्कीच घाबरणार नाही. सो लेट्स गेट स्टार्टेड विथ द कॉन्टेंट्स ऑफ स्टँडर्ड 10th SSC बोर्ड इंग्लिश सब्जेक्ट, अँड द बुक नेम, टेक्स्ट बुक नेम इज माय इंग्लिश कोर्स बुक. इफ यू ऑब्झर्व, देअर आर 4 units in the textbook: Unit 1, Unit 2, Unit 3 and the Unit 4. In every unit, almost 5 lessons are there, including poem, stories, online info, speeches, narration, plays. All are there within the subunits. So, if you observe unit number 1 and unit number 3, there are 5 subunits, whereas in unit 2 and unit 4, there are 6 subunits. आपल्या 10वीच्या इंग्रजीच्या पुस्तकात साधारण 4 युनिट्स आहेत, आणि प्रत्येक युनिटच्या अंडर जी सब युनिट्स आहेत त्याच्यात साधारण 5 धडे आहेत. फक्त युनिट 2 आणि युनिट 6ला पाहिलं तर एक धडा एक्स्ट्रा, म्हणजे तिथे 6 सब युनिट्स आहेत. चला तर मग युनिट 1 पासून पाहूयात नक्की कोणते लेसन्स आणि कशा कविता आहेत. आणि हां, हे बघताना नुसता धावता आढावा घ्यायचा नाही आपण. धावत्या आढाव्याबरोबरच नक्की या 10वीच्या पुस्तकातून आपल्याला काय शिकायचं आहे, जेणेकरून 11वी आणि 12वीमध्ये आपल्याला या इंग्लिशची भीती वाटणार नाही, अशा पद्धतीनं स्ट्रक्चर केलेला हा सिलॅबस मी तुम्हाला दाखवणार आहे. सो लेट्स सी. इन युनिट 1 यू हॅव फर्स्ट पोएम अंडर 1.1 सबयुनिट, अ टीनेजर्स प्रेयर बाय जे मोर्स. दिस इज द पोएम ऑफ अ टीनेज बॉय टू द गॉड about his future and his life, how he wants to spend a life with deeper satisfaction. Second unit, 1.2, is an encounter of a special kind, is an interesting story based on the vicious Rangoor and the small monkey. 1.3, Basketful of a Moonlight, is an interesting poem. The poem is originally in the Dogri language, a tribal language, and it is translated in English. So immensely important poem. It is a request of a small child, and it is request to the moon. The child is requesting to the moon, and that's why very innocent and beautiful poem it is. 1.4, Be Smart, is an online info which will give you a clear guideline about your futuristic approach towards your career. तुमच्या करिअरच्या संदर्भातल्या काही महत्त्वाच्या गोष्टी, जसं की करिअर कसं निवडावं, ते करिअर निवडताना कोणते फॅक्टर्स लक्षात घ्यावे, 21व्या शतकातली कोणकोणती कौशल्ये तुम्हाला आत्मसात हवीत, त्याचबरोबर कोणती लर्निंग मेथडॉलॉजी तुम्हाला अडॉप्ट करावी लागेल, ही सगळी बी स्मार्ट या लेसनमधनं दिलेली आहे. त्यामुळे हा धडा मला सगळ्या लेसन्समध्ये खूप महत्त्वाचा वाटतो. 1.5 is his first flight. It is narration by Liam O'Flaherty. Unit 2, you start dying slowly. 2.1, it is the poem written by Pablo Neruda. 2.2, the boy who broke the bank, is a hilarious story of a small boy or a labor boy who is responsible for breaking down the bank. The story is obviously from the Ruskin Bond, the very famous world writer. The poem Twins is the comedy poem. It is written by Henry Sambrook Leigh. 2.4, An Epidemic of Courage, is an info article based on the Stephen Hawking's life and his contribution towards science. 2.5 is a book review of Swami and Friends, the book written by R.K. Narayan. 2.6 is a world heritage. It is document and obviously it is related to the history and geography. So your syllabus almost completes each and every field of life. Unit 3, 3.1 Poem If by Rudyard Kipling. Unit 3.2 A Lesson in the Life from a Beggar. It is autobiographic incident written by Sudha Murthy. 3.3 is the famous poem of Robert Frost, Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening. 3.4 is immensely important speech given by Kailash Satyarthi, Let Us March. 3.5 is The Alchemy of Nature. It is a narration by Raksha Bhadia. Unit 4, 4.1 The World is Mine. It is poem by John Lovett Crawford. Unit 4.2 Bholi is an interesting story of K.A. Abbas. At the same time, 4.3 O Captain, My Captain is a world famous poem written by war poet Walt Whitman. Unit 4.4 is Unbeatable Supermom Mary Com. Obviously, it is info article. It is available on the internet and that's why writer is not written over here. Unit 4.5 Joan of Arc. It is a play by G.B. Shaw and even we can see movies based on the Joan of Arc. 4.6 A Brave Heart dedicated to science and humanity. It is info diary on Curie couple and their contribution in the science. If you observe, see, these lessons, poems, plays, story write are there because a textbook framer wants students to communicate in their own ideas, thoughts and feelings, but at the same time they have to communicate in English clearly, and for that warming up session is given, chit chat session is given in your textbook. At the same time, personal response questions is based on the very lessons are given in the chit chat session. So effective use of English is the main objective of the course book. At the same time, if you observe world famous storybooks, classics of English and the world literature is using as the subtopics in your book because they want students to enable to take interest in the classics of English and the world literature, and that's why these classics are given in your syllabus. 1.5 His First Flight is a word classic narration. At the same time, Swami and Friends is a book which is translated in this various languages in the world. Stooping by Woods is a very famous poem. It is a world famous poem. At the same time, Robert Frost is the writer who is the immensely important in the English literature. Joan of Arc is also important play, and by that play you can enjoy the essence of the Old English. At the end of the our textbook, if you observe, learning about languages, language study is there in your question papers at the same time in your textbook, and that language study includes alphabet, part of speech, sentence structure, vocabulary, punctuation, speech, word building, figure of speech, stylistic devices, idioms, proverbs and usage of proverbs and idioms. Through this you can get at least 10 to 12 marks, and you have your very first question of board paper is based on the language study, and it will help you out to construct your sentences. Last but not the least, the subtopics are based on the various subjects. If you observe the epitome of courage, it is based on the scientist Hawkins. 2.6 World Heritage, the lesson subunit World Heritage is based on the World Heritage information. Alchemy of Nature is based on the science, whereas Supermom Mary Com is based on the sports. And A Brave Heart, it is based on the Curie couple and their contribution in the science. So that book is interesting and easy to study. So students, let's get started with the Standard 10 study. If you like my attempt, kindly subscribe, share and comment. Thanks a lot.